Have you ever noticed your cat stealing your seat the moment you stand up, or nudging you aside like they own it? Why does your cat insist on taking your spot? And what are they really trying to tell you? The reasons aren't just one but many, and some might surprise you. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the fascinating world of feline behavior, and explore the deeper meanings behind this common, yet intriguing habit that millions of cat owners experience daily. Your cat's attraction to your seat goes far beyond simple comfort seeking. They love your scent in ways that might astound you. Have you ever thought about how your chair smells to your cat? To them, it's like a treasure chest of your unique aroma, and they can't resist diving in. Cats have an incredible sense of smell, approximately 14 times stronger than ours, and your seat is packed with all the comforting and familiar scents that make them feel safe and loved. When they hop onto your chair, they're surrounding themselves with the smell of you, their favorite human. Scents are a vital part of a cat's world, serving as their primary method of navigation, communication, and relaxation. Your unique scent on the chair acts like their version of a security blanket, wrapping them up in a wave of comfort and reassurance. It's their way of keeping you close, even when you're not right there, creating an invisible bond that transcends physical presence. This behavior becomes even more meaningful when we consider that cats often seek out places to sleep that minimize their risk of danger. Since sleeping is one of a cat's most vulnerable states, they naturally gravitate toward locations that feel secure. If your cat associates your scent with security and safety, they view your scent as a stamp of approval, indicating that this particular spot has been deemed safe by someone they trust completely. Have you ever caught your cat jumping into the exact spot you were sitting, curling up in it like it's the best thing in the world? Well, it's not just because they love the view. It's because your seat is the perfect toasty spot that provides immediate comfort. Cats are heat-seeking little creatures who adore finding warm places to settle into, and your chair, having been warmed up by your body heat, is like a cozy sunspot for them. Cats have a higher body temperature than humans, ranging around 101 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and they naturally gravitate toward warm, comfortable spots. They're built to seek out warmth for comfort, relaxation, and even health reasons. When they hop onto your chair, they're simply indulging in the warmth you've left behind, making it their own little sun-baked perch. This behavior is deeply rooted in their evolutionary history, as domestic cats descended from wild species that thrived in warm desert climates and haven't genetically evolved much since then. The comfort aspect extends beyond just temperature. Cats appreciate the physical comfort that your well-used seat provides. The cushions have molded to accommodate a body, creating the perfect depression for a cat to curl up in. The familiar texture and softness of the fabric, combined with the residual warmth, creates an irresistible combination that appeals to their comfort-seeking nature. Isn't it true that your cat loves being the center of attention, always finding ways to make sure you notice them? Well, stealing your seat is just another trick in their playful playbook. When your cat hops into the spot you just vacated, it's their way of saying, "Hey, look at me," and if you're still around, don't be surprised if they snuggle right beside you in that same spot, claiming it as their own personal throne. Cats are masters at getting attention, and they'll often do whatever it takes to make sure you're focused on them. By claiming your seat, they're not just taking your space, they're positioning themselves in the perfect spot to receive your love and affection. They might even nudge you, or plop down beside you, looking for pets, or a little cuddle session. This behavior demonstrates their intelligence and understanding of human psychology, as they quickly learn what actions elicit the strongest responses from their owners. The attention-seeking behavior also serves as a form of communication. Since cats can't speak to us directly, they have to get creative when it comes to expressing their needs and desires. They know that stealing your seat will most likely elicit some kind of response, whether it's a cuddle, gentle scolding, or even just acknowledgement of their presence. This interaction, regardless of its nature, satisfies their need for engagement with their favorite human. Does your cat not only take your evacuated space but also push you aside to claim it as their own? Well, that's their way of marking their territory. Cats are instinctively territorial creatures, and when they jump into your seat, they're not just looking for warmth or comfort, they're establishing ownership. It's as if they're saying, "This is mine now," just like how they mark their surroundings with scent glands or scratch posts. In the wild, territorial behavior helps cats feel secure, and they carry that instinct with them into our homes. By taking over your seat, your cat is reinforcing their sense of control and safety in their environment. They might even nudge you out of the way, or give you that characteristic smug look as if to remind you who's really in charge. This behavior is particularly pronounced in households with multiple cats, where competition for prime real estate becomes more intense. The territorial aspect also involves scent marking through physical presence. Just by spending time in a space or sitting in a specific chair, your cat can mark it as their own through the pheromones they naturally release. This invisible claiming process helps establish their domain and communicates to other cats or potential threats that this particular spot is already taken. Having a well-established territory provides comfort for many cats and allows them to feel like they have some control over their surroundings. Does your cat sometimes push you aside to sit in your seat as if they're reminding you who's in charge? Well, that's because they're following the rules of their social hierarchy. Just like in a pride of lions or a group of wild cats, there's a natural pecking order, and your cat might be asserting their position in it. Taking your seat is their way of showing who's at the top of the social ladder in your household. Cats, even in domestic settings, have an instinctual sense of hierarchy. If you've noticed your cat hopping into your seat while you're still around, they might be subtly reminding you of their status. In the wild, the dominant cat often takes the best spots, and your cat might be following that behavior when they claim your chair. They could even give you that unmistakable "I'm the boss" look as they settle into your seat, letting you know they're in charge of this particular domain. This hierarchical behavior isn't necessarily aggressive or problematic. Instead, it's often a natural expression of their social instincts adapted to life with humans. Understanding this behavior can help cat owners appreciate the complex social dynamics that exist even in single-cat households, where the hierarchy involves the relationship between cat and human rather than between multiple cats. Have you ever noticed your cat seems to copy your actions or habits, like taking your seat when you get up? Well, it's not just a coincidence, it's actually in their nature. Cats often mimic the behaviors of their favorite humans, and your chair becomes an extension of that bond. If you frequently relax in a specific spot, your cat may see that as a place of comfort and security, and they'll want to share that experience with you. Cats observe your actions closely, and in many cases, they mirror them. This could be anything from sitting in the spot you just left, to following you around the house. When your cat hops into your chair, they're simply reflecting your behavior, creating a sense of closeness and connection. By taking your seat, they're not just seeking comfort, they're trying to replicate your routine and habits, because they associate them with feelings of safety and affection. This mimicry behavior is particularly strong in cats who have formed deep bonds with their owners. They watch and learn from your daily patterns, understanding that certain locations and behaviors are associated with relaxation and contentment. By copying these behaviors, they're attempting to access the same positive emotional states they observe in you. Does your cat ever sniff around or circle your seat when you get up, like they're trying to solve a mystery before they end up claiming it? Well, that's exactly what's going on. Cats are natural explorers, and the shape of the seat or the way you sit on it can be a fascinating puzzle for them. The moment you move, they zoom in, sniffing and circling as if they're trying to decode your scent trail. Okay, why do they do this? Because they want to understand what you've been up to, and why that spot is so special to you. It could be that your cat detected something you ate while sitting in that seat, or they're picking up on whether you were stressed, relaxed, or engaged in something exciting. To your cat, your seat isn't just a piece of furniture, it's a window into your day and your emotional state. This investigative behavior showcases the remarkable sensory capabilities of cats. Their heightened senses allow them to gather an incredible amount of information from your vacated seat, creating a detailed picture of your recent activities and emotional condition. This curiosity-driven exploration often leads to the decision to claim the spot for themselves, especially if the investigation reveals positive associations. Your seat doesn't just carry your scent, it's a repository of your emotions. Cats, being highly intuitive creatures, can sense the emotional energy we leave behind. Studies suggest that cats can pick up on our stress, happiness, or even anxiety through the subtle vibrations and energy we unconsciously emit. When your cat claims your seat, they might be absorbing your energy, especially if it feels calm and reassuring. This behavior is linked to their role as emotional barometers in our lives. In ancient folklore, cats were often thought to cleanse negative energy, and their attraction to your seat may be their way of reconnecting with your emotional state. So when they curl up in your spot, it's not just about comfort, it's an unspoken act of emotional bonding and care that demonstrates the deep connection between cats and their human companions. Many cat owners report that their feline friends seem to sense when they're unwell, stressed, or going through difficult times. The cat's choice to occupy your seat during these periods might be their way of providing comfort and support, absorbing negative energy, while offering their calming presence in return. The bond between cats and their human companions extends far beyond simple pet ownership. Cats possess a remarkable ability to sense when their humans are in distress, ill, or in need of comfort. Their intuition tells them when we humans are sick or injured, and they adjust their behavior accordingly. When someone returns home from major surgery or is recovering from illness, cats instinctively know to be gentle and careful, often choosing to sit beside rather than on top of their recovering human. This extraordinary sensitivity has led to countless stories of cats alerting their owners to medical emergencies, providing comfort during recovery periods, and offering unwavering companionship during difficult times. Some cats have even been known to save lives by alerting family members to choking incidents or other emergencies, demonstrating an almost supernatural awareness of their humans' well-being. The therapeutic value of a cat's presence cannot be overstated. For individuals dealing with mobility issues, chronic illness, or emotional challenges, a cat's decision to share their space becomes more than just seat-stealing behavior. It becomes a source of comfort, companionship, and emotional support that can significantly improve quality of life and aid in the healing process. Just as humans have unique personalities, cats display remarkable individual variation in their behavior and preferences. Some cats are naturally more social and attention-seeking, while others prefer solitude and independence. This individual variability means that the reasons behind seat-stealing behavior can vary significantly from one cat to another, depending on their personal experiences, temperament, and relationship with their human family. Research has shown that when presented with various stimuli, including human social interaction, food, toys, and scent, the majority of cats actually prefer interaction with humans above all else. However, there's substantial individual variation in these preferences, indicating that each cat has its own unique preference profile for the things they most enjoy. This explains why some cats are persistent seat stealers, while others show little interest in claiming human spaces. Understanding your cat's individual personality can help you better interpret their seat-stealing behavior. For some cats, it's primarily about warmth and comfort. For others, it's a social behavior designed to maintain closeness with their favorite human. Still others might be motivated by territorial instincts or attention-seeking behaviors. Recognizing these individual differences allows for a more nuanced understanding of what your cat is trying to communicate. The relationship between humans and cats has evolved significantly over thousands of years, transforming from a purely practical arrangement to deep emotional bonds that rival those between humans. Modern domestic cats retain many of the behavioral patterns of their wild ancestors, while adapting remarkably well to life alongside humans. This adaptability is evident in behaviors like seat stealing, which represents a unique blend of wild instincts and domesticated social learning. Cats are facultatively social animals, meaning they have the flexibility to live both socially and solitarily, depending on their environment and experiences. In human homes, they've learned to navigate complex social dynamics that include not just other cats, but also humans, and sometimes other species. Their ability to form strong emotional bonds with humans while maintaining their independent nature makes them unique among domestic animals. The seat-stealing behavior exemplifies this evolutionary adaptation. Wild cats might seek out recently vacated warm spots left by other animals for survival reasons, but domestic cats have transformed this behavior into a form of social bonding and communication with their human companions. It's a beautiful example of how ancient instincts can be repurposed for modern relationships. If your cat takes your seat, don't stress about it. Instead of getting frustrated, consider it a sign of affection or a playful gesture that demonstrates the strength of your bond. You can gently encourage your cat to move by offering them a more comfortable or enticing alternative spot, like a cozy blanket, heated cat bed, or their favorite perch. Many cats will happily relocate if presented with an equally appealing option. If you're feeling generous, you can let them enjoy the seat for a bit and relax nearby. Remember, it's just a cute quirk of their personality, and you're not being ignored or disrespected. It's simply your cat being social, comfortable, and expressing their desire to be close to you. Plus, it's a reminder that they love being near you, so maybe share a few snuggles and enjoy the moment. For households where seat stealing becomes problematic, providing multiple comfortable options throughout the home can help. Cats often prefer elevated positions that offer good views of their surroundings, so cat trees, window perches, or dedicated cat furniture near your favorite spots can satisfy their needs while preserving your seating options. When your cat takes your seat, it represents one of the purest signs of affection in the feline world. By lounging in your spot, they're surrounding themselves with everything that represents you. Your scent, your warmth, and your energy. It's their way of saying, I trust you completely, and I want to be close to you even when you're not here. Unlike dogs, who often show love through obvious displays of enthusiasm, cats express their affection through subtle gestures, and seat stealing is one of the most meaningful. This behavior represents the ultimate love language for many cats. It's an intimate act that demonstrates complete trust and comfort with their human companion. When a cat chooses to occupy your space, they're making themselves vulnerable in a location that carries your essence, showing that they associate you with safety, comfort, and positive experiences. The fact that cats choose our seats over their own expensive beds or other comfortable options speaks volumes about the strength of the human-cat bond. It's not about the physical comfort of the furniture. It's about the emotional comfort that comes from being surrounded by the presence of someone they love and trust completely. Understanding why your cat steals your seat opens a window into the complex and beautiful relationship between humans and their feline companions. These behaviors, rooted in ancient instincts but adapted for modern life, represent the remarkable ways cats have learned to communicate their needs, desires, and affections. Rather than viewing seat stealing as an inconvenience, we can appreciate it as one of the many ways our cats show us they care. The next time you find your favorite chair occupied by a furry intruder, take a moment to appreciate the deeper meaning behind this behavior. Your cat isn't just seeking a comfortable place to rest, they're seeking connection, comfort, and closeness with their favorite human. It's a testament to the special bond you share, and a reminder of the unique ways cats express their love. If you found this exploration of feline behavior helpful and enlightening, please subscribe to our channel for more insights into the fascinating world of cats. Share this video with fellow cat lovers who might benefit from understanding their feline friends a little better. After all, the more we understand our cats, the stronger and more meaningful our relationships with them become.